Well, thanks for joining us for 12 News at 9. I'm Jade Cunningham. Tonight, vigils were held for two men shot and killed about a week apart in the same area of Phoenix. Police have a 21-year-old suspect in custody who they say carried out both murders. 12 News journalist Chase Golightly spoke with one of the families. He joins us now live at 19th Avenue and Greenway, where one of those murders took place. Chase, what can you tell us about this evening?
Yes, Jade, it was right here where Phoenix police say 45-year-old Marcus Adams was shot and killed. I spoke with his family as well as the family of the other victim in this shooting, and they tell me they don't know why their loved ones were targeted in these two separate murders, but what they do tell me is that they are all hoping for justice.
Andreas was a good kid, and he was well loved and well known throughout the Sunny Slope community.
The family of 29-year-old Andreas Olguin devastated.
It's hitting everybody really hard. It's just, I can't believe he's gone.
His mom, Tony Perez, along with family and friends, holding a vigil to remember him.
He's going to be missed. Our holidays are never going to be the same. It's just, it's a lot right now.
It was November 29th when they say Olguin was killed here at this bus stop off of 19th Avenue in Thunderbird. Police say he was shot at least 11 times. About a week earlier, a similar deadly shooting just a few blocks north near Greenway. Police say 45-year-old Marcus Adams was also shot multiple times. The person police say is responsible for the deaths of Olguin and Adams is this man, 21-year-old Adalberto Cordova Torres. Security cameras where Olguin was killed reportedly show Torres on an electric bike and using a cell phone. Court records write that alone allowed investigators to track him down. When they went to question the 21-year-old, they found him on an e-bike that matched the one in the security footage, along with a handgun in his backpack. Those same documents claim the gun was tested, and ballistic evidence taken from the crime scenes indicate it was the same gun used in the murders. Torres was arrested and now faces 2 counts of murder.
It brought relief, but then it brought the questions why.
2 families now connected by tragedy.
I'm mad. I'm mad right now. I want justice for my son, and I want justice for Marcus Adams.
With everyone wanting the same thing.
They both didn't deserve this, and they both deserve justice, and I want to prosecute this man to the fullest.
Now, right behind me is where that vigil is getting set up. We are seeing more family members and friends of Marcus Adams arriving here. I was just speaking briefly with his sister, and she told me that Marcus was a loving husband, beloved by friends and family, and he will be deeply missed. And again, everyone here demanding justice for what happened to both of them. We're live in Phoenix. Chase Golightly, 12 News.
Yeah, and hopefully those families get that justice that they deserve. Thank you, Chase, for your reporting tonight. Happening now, the area of 20th Street and Greenfield Road in Phoenix is shut down after a crash involving a motorcycle. Police say it happened just after 7 p.m. In total, 3 adults were taken to the hospital with serious injuries, and we don't know what led up to the crash as of now, but police believe impairment was not a factor. If you are headed that way, though, be sure to take an alternate route. A man is in custody tonight after sending threatening communication to the state's workforce network. Deputies say 49-year-old Daniel White admitted to sending a threatening message to a local Arizona at-work office, which provides employment services through Maricopa County Human Services. And we don't know what that threat specifically was, but he is now facing a Class 3 felony for making a terrorist threat. We are still working to learn what led up to a shooting in Avondale late last night that left a 17-year-old girl and another woman with injuries. Police say it happened near 107th Avenue and MC 85 just before midnight. The teen, according to authorities, was shot in the hand. The woman, they say, was shot in the leg. Both were taken to a hospital and no word yet on their current condition. And there's also no word yet on the identity of a man hit and killed by a train near Dysart Road and Main Street yesterday afternoon. Police say he was walking across the tracks when a Union Pacific Railroad engine traveling without any train cars hit him. Now, this was around 3:30 or so. Nobody else was hurt. Police also say impairment does not appear to be a factor. We are following an unusual story out of Mesa, where a 13-year-old drove into a building on Baseline Road. Now, you can see the damage there. Look at that video. You can see the car kind of sticking out of the building there. her father was apparently in the passenger seat. The little girl's father was in the passenger seat. Mesa police say he allegedly let his daughter drive, and when the car veered off the road, it crashed into that building. It was a law firm. No one was hurt, but the father was arrested for endangerment and criminal damage. Well, it was a beautiful day today with sunny skies and cooler temperatures. So, of course, we want to bring in meteorologist Chris Dunn, who brought us this perfect day today. And hopefully tomorrow will look just as nice.
Yeah, it's all me, right?
It is. You get all the credit for it.
We barely missed out on hitting 70 degrees today. The official high was 69, which is actually 1 degree above the normal of 68 degrees. So we're above normal, and it's going up, up, up from here on out. You want the 70s? We have plenty of that coming up in the 7-day forecast. 58 right now. The winds are calm. Humidity at 47%. 47 for the eventual low tonight in Phoenix. 40 in Sedona, just barely below freezing in Prescott, and definitely below freezing in Flagstaff and at the Grand Canyon. 17 degrees. 42 Tucson and Casa Grande down to 39. Some of those outlying areas the last few nights have been down into the upper 30s and the low 40s. Some of the colder locations, but even the overnight lows will be getting warmer and warmer as the days go on, because we have sunny skies during the daytime, and this high pressure ridge is basically sitting just off the west coast, and it's not really going anywhere. So a gradual, very slow warm up is in the cards. Oh, speaking of the cards, Rams versus Cardinals tomorrow at State Farm Stadium, 2:25 kickoff. I think the roof should be open. I don't know. I haven't heard any official word, but it's going to be a great day. 60s for tailgating, 12, 1, and 2 o'clock in the afternoon with light winds. The sun will eventually go down at 5:20. Clear, cool nights. Valley lows mainly in the 40s the next several nights. Warmer next week. We're talking about this fair weather pattern with highs in the 70s and looking at making a run at some record highs, possibly, do I want to say it, 80 degrees in December? Yeah, it's a possibility. I'll have that 7-day coming up.
That's your Grinch side coming out. All right, thanks, Chris. We'll check back in with you in just a bit. Well, tonight, coyote sightings are trending on neighborhood apps and social media. And while they are fun to see from afar, they can pose a threat if they get too close to us and our pets. 12 News journalist Trisha Hendricks has some stories from homeowners and what wildlife experts have to say about the increased sightings.
You see them all the time.
Robert Clement lives in Scottsdale.
Surrounded by saguaros.
And on a regular basis, he sees and hears coyotes nearby.
Coyotes are all around here.
Robert sees them so often, he's come to learn their behavior.
They're skittish. They're afraid of you. But I'm afraid of a pack of them.
Robert's heard about people having close calls with their pets.
If they don't have the right amount of feed, or they're just in that pack happy mode, they'll attack in a pack.
One time he had a close call.
We've scared them out of the pipe down by the school. and all of a sudden they come up, we'll get down and we'll watch for them as well. And they come out and it's scary.
But thankfully,
they're as afraid of us as we are them.
Something to take into consideration.
If they're losing their fear of people and it's nice out and it's nice for us to be out, you're going to tend to see more animals.
Darren Julian with Arizona Game and Fish says the good news is they haven't heard of an attack happening in the past couple years, but they are hearing more about people spotting them on their doorbell and security cameras.
Our green belts, our golf courses tend to have higher concentrations of it.
If they're coming too close to your home, he says be sure to keep your guard up, especially if you have pets.
We do see a lot of great horned owls take cats as well.
But there are some simple things you can do to deter coyotes without seriously hurting them.
Diluted ammonia in a super soaker or paintball guns in a given location, kind of that kind of thing. As long as you're not injuring the animals, hazing's a good thing to reinstill that human fear response.
For Rob, the bottom line is keep your head on a swivel if you're going for early morning or later evening walks when the weather's nice. And if you happen to pass a coyote on the road, give them space.
You never know what they may do.
Trisha Hendricks, 12 News.
The community came together in Phoenix this morning honoring America's veterans. It was the annual Pearl Harbor Day commemoration event. Honoring America's Veterans hosted the Remembrance at Wesley Bowen Plaza Stadium, where attendees remembered the lives lost and they reflected on the attacks that happened back in 1941.
I don't want people to forget. That's why we're here today. We're here to remember. And I thank all of you for being here. God bless America, and thank you.
Well, today marks the 84th anniversary of the Pearl Harbor attacks. And we invite you to register for a holiday tradition with Phoenix Children's Hospital and 12 News. The annual Ignite Hope Candlelight Walk is Saturday, December 13th. You can scan the QR code that's on your screen there. Thousands will come together for the special walk and help raise funds for Phoenix Children's. All of the festivities, they kick off with the Family Festival, and then the walk to the hospital takes place at sunset, and what a walk it is. You can join us on December 13th as we walk and shine our lights to help ignite hope for kids as well as their families. Coming up, the high school football state championships are wrapping up in Tempe tonight. We have a look at what's to come on a special edition of Friday Night Fever, which is next in sports.
The holidays should feel magical for every child. You can make that happen for a child in foster care. Visit azgivingtrees.com to select a wish. It's simple, meaningful, and makes a real difference. Visit azgivingtrees.com.